All right, we are here. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Let's see here. Why can't I see my chat? What is the deal? There we go. McLovin, good morning. Captain Price, what's up? Everybody got you out of bed? I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just see. So we did not run the Asia high or the Asia low. No running of the Asia high or the Asia low yet. Headed home now to trade in London. Nice, McLevin. Where you been? Working? So we didn't run the Asia high or the Asia low. Got it marked out, 221. Came pretty close to the low there, but didn't quite get it. I guess if you measure the low from 6 instead of 7, then we did run it, but I usually use the 7 o'clock. We are kind of looking bullish here. Let's check here. So we'll see what happens. On the 15-minute chart there, we're looking a little bit bullish. We just inversed a 15-minute gap here. But I'm not just going to jump in thinking that we're going to go to the 301s here. That's where I think we go. But normally when I just jump in, it burns me. So we're going to wait. Got to focus on Tuesday CPI. Yeah, true. 15 minutes. You should be all right. So as far as inversions go, let's kind of look and see. Did we miss anything yet? Not really, to be honest. I mean, that 5-minute, maybe. Still would have been a break-even stop there. So we'll kind of see what happens here. We'll wait for open. No need to jump the gun here. No reason to jump the gun. Let's just wait and see what happens. I guess I should mark out the let's mark out the ES here. So ES did run the Asia low. Yeah. So that's a pretty good sign. We do have a bullish divergence here with the ES. So that is a good sign there. Maybe we'll get some sort of pullback here at open. test the VWAP, give us an inversion setup to go to 301 there. Or she might just bull out to 301 here at open. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll see. We'll just see what we get. That 1 minute's bounce off the VWAP there actually looks pretty nice. Probably a inversion setup there. Yep. Held that 3 minute gap. Just wicked into it. So that was a pretty nice little setup there, but that's all right. Marco, good morning. Let's just see what happens here. 3 o'clock now, so I'd like to see some sort of pullback. Give us an opportunity to get in there. Feels like we go quite a bit higher than the 301s, to be honest. Looking like 365, 377. Could be in play here. So we'll just kind of see what happens here. 301 is going to be the Asia high there. I don't know. Feels like we probably just run, but so let's see if we can push here. I kind of want to just jump in, to be honest, but looking like we're going to go to the 301s, but I'd like to see some sort of setup. Just kind of seeing if it can push here. This did roll over. Topstep X rolled over. I didn't really have a way to switch it back that I found, so, and I don't even know which one has the most volume. I typically probably would wait until tomorrow to switch, but on Topstep X, it made the decision for me, I guess. So we did pass one of our Topstep X accounts, and we activated it, but it didn't activate yet. So see if we get a 1 minute OB put in here. Maybe we'll just take the entry out the OB. The most perfect entry would have been down here. Actually, that's not a huge one. So let's just see what happens. Anybody get in down there at the 20s to 220s? Once the ES swept the Asia and the Nasdaq didn't. So let's see if we can get a close above here. Bounce off the VWAP there. Let's just see what happens. Order blocks. J trades. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you use what you got to use. I would like a pullback. I mean, ideally, you know, we get some sort of pullback, but don't know if we get it. Let's just kind of see what happens. See if we can't get some sort of setup here to take the long duck dong. I mean, I think we're going to 300s, but question is, how do we get there? Well, let's just see. All we can do is wait. So we'll see if we get a close above here. We may just take it. 287. I wonder, let me look at the last. Let me look at the other contract. I'm curious to see, did we sweep the. Oh. Yeah, on the old contract, we did sweep the Asia low. All right, we'll see. The good thing about streaming, there's less than 2 max people at this time who stream. Yeah, that's true, Captain Price. I think just Tom and then Cammy. I don't know if Cammy's even. I think he's on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Super chill. Super chill. All right, I'm going to toss in one here. This is not really my model, but we'll toss in one. I feel like it's just going to go, so we'll keep our stop at this swing low here. This is the swing low that made the new high, so that should be the protected one. And we'll see there. See if we can't get a run through 301. That'd still give us $250 and profit 280. So that's kind of our London goal there. Watching the ES here, watching the other contract as well. If either one of those hit the level first, then I'll take it off. So pushing up there, a nice little pullback. Interesting. Kind of a big rejection there. Interested. That's strange. With that kind of momentum, you think that just pushes right through there. So let's see if it continues to push here. I'm going to trail this up pretty aggressively now. Now that we got that bounce there, we want it to just go. That's interesting. Did we get news there or something? I don't even know. I'm trying to see. All right, now that it's going green, we're going to push this up. Let's see if we can go. That's okay, $122. Yeah, I'm on June. McLovin's at home. Let's go. What mile? They Topstep X pushed me over to June, and I mean, like, there's no way that I can find to change it. I actually don't mind trading the March, but because it seems like there's still more volume on the March contract, but it's forcing me over to June, so I'm not sure why. So we just took a little momentum play there, $122. I mean, nothing crazy. Still 3 accounts here. So just a quick scalp there. Easy momentum play, but like I said, I believe the 301 gets swept here pretty quickly, but, you know, who knows. Oh, they're moving properly. Nice. I wonder why, and I'm not sure. I think March still has the most, because let me see. No, actually, TradingView, yeah, TradingView hasn't. TradingView is on the old contract still, but I probably would still be on March. I don't even know. I'll check it at the New York Open and we'll see, but we'll see. I think so. If we get a long setup here, we will take it, even though we are kind of high up in the leg. We do have low resistance liquidity here. So there is a chance this could kind of, you know, it could kind of pull back and take out some of this. Could pull back here decently before running 301s. That would actually be nice for me, and then we can enter for a long. So let's see here. We'll kind of see what we get. We kind of just took a play there on momentum. $100, so nothing crazy. Adjust my chart there for you guys a little bit. Make it look a little cleaner. So maybe this wants to pull back. Like I said, run some of this. Maybe it'll leave us some sort of inversion gap to take a long duck dong into the 300s would be nice. What's Tom up to this morning? Let's toss Tom a like. Let's toss Mr. Sabo a light there, Mr. Sabo. Does not look like he's in a trade. I think he said earlier he was in a short. I'm not sure where. Maybe. If you guys haven't already hit the like button for me, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Let's go. I think the Bulenox code is still working for 90% off. Well, there's a small gap there. It's a very small gap, though. It's like one handle. Kind of tapped into that order block there, now pushing. I don't put a whole lot of weight in the 1 minute order block there, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see here. It's just one of those things. I'm quite certain it's going to the 300s, but can't just jump in. We do have this low resistance liquidity. It could just pull back and then go and just wreck you. So I just want to wait. Just want to wait. Anybody take any other trades? Anybody take trades yet? This bounce down here. Did y'all catch that SMT or the fact that the March contract ran the Asia low and the June contract did not? I mean, I don't know if that means much, but there was a bullish SMT there with the with the ES. I don't really see a great inversion setup, but we do have a higher low there, and then we went. It's just, there's a small, I mean, just as small as it gets gap here. I mean, I guess you could take into account both these small gaps together. And see if this kind of closes above. Mike could just take it then, but we'll kind of watch it. Like I said, I like for it to be more clear. I'd like a deeper pullback, leave a cleaner inversion, larger gap, one that's more obvious than one we have to squint and zoom in for, you know. But we may not get it. May not get it. It's like a 4-handle gap there, and it's over 2 candles. Just only on the 1 minute. Let's check out the hourly. Hourly certainly looks bullish. We got this inversion here. We held. I don't know. I would like a cleaner setup than this, to be honest. We'd like a cleaner setup. But maybe we take it anyway. You know how that works sometimes. That's the thing, you can know where the market's going, and or at least have a good idea, and still not be able to get in just because you don't really know where to put your stop, right? So ES kind of pulling back there, bounced off the 28 area, 29, 28s. Pull back into the VWAP there. Where's the VWAP at here on this chart? Is this where the VWAP actually is? 263. Let me see. I don't know. I don't really have anything to compare that to. Got to update my Quantower before the New York session as well. We will be using, like I said, I did activate the other 6 APEX accounts. I don't know if I got them yet. Let me see. I did activate the other 6 PAs. Yeah, they're already active. So we did just activate these down here, I guess. 25Ks. Went ahead and activated those. I didn't activate any more Buleys, although I should go ahead and activate those today. And then the Take Profit Trader, I activated. That one should be active tomorrow, or I don't think it'll be active for tomorrow's New York or later today. But I got all those activated. So we'll see. We'll be trading those obviously during New York. And then I activated the one Topstep X that I passed Friday. All right, so this is looking way better. Let's get a deeper pullback here. Leave us an inversion to take to the 301s. That's kind of what we're looking for there. So I just don't want to just jump in randomly, kind of like I did on this boner candle here. That's why I trailed my stop and just took the 5 points. But we're going to be using micros during the New York once again this week. I really enjoyed the feeling, the less pressure, whatever you want to call it. No stress with a micro, especially on a 25K account. You know, made this 381 on this PA right here, one trade. We were down about 80 bucks on this PA, and I made $450 one trade using micros Friday afternoon. So it's kind of the idea there, you know, able to use the micros, less stress. So let's see if we can pull back a little deeper here. Don't want to really leave equal lows. And we'll still take it even if it does, but okay, there we go. That's what we want to see. Let's get a deeper pull here. 87 to 83. 3 minute might be the way to go here. I want it to maybe pull down into this area and hold this 5 minute. So maybe pull into this area, hold this, and then let's see if we can get an inversion out of that. It is a little bit funny. I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but man, I'm hearing some funny stuff right now. I don't know. It's just funny to me how people talk about like someone with a proven track record yet they've never had a payout. Anyways. Oh. Kind of funny. All right. We'll mark this one out, see if we can't get an entry there. See if the 3 minute will close out here and leave this gap open. If it doesn't, I guess we'll do the 2 minute. Let's tap into the... So we're in the 15 minute there anyway. So it doesn't have to tap into the 5. We did. Did we leave equal lows there? I want a little deeper there. There we go. So tapping in there. This is the area we kind of want to see it hold. Maybe engulf this candle here with some with a big bullish green candle. Close above and then take it to the 01s. Where's the fib? Let's check. Let's just check the whole range. So it's kind of like almost back to equilibrium there. Almost back to equilibrium. Let's see what we get. I'm still looking for a long here. Yeah, like I said, the March contract still didn't take the high. Did it? No. Or did it? No, it didn't. Maybe it pulls back deeper. I don't know, but it'll be a bit strange for it to come back and retake the lows, right? They're already taken them once. So you would expect it not to do that, but who knows? We'll just wait and see. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, subscribe. Like I said, 90% off Bulenox is still working. Appears to still be working anyway. That's why it's hard to chase there. You kind of want to see this 15-minute here hold. I mean, if we inverse the 5-minute, then next down. We'd like to see this thing hold down here at the very deepest. This would put us in OTE. Excuse me, guys. I mean to cough into the mic there. One minute on this 3-minute candle. We would kind of like to see it engulf this, close this gap up, leave a singular gap on the 3-minute chart here. That's what we would like to see, but you don't always get what you want. Because if it doesn't want to come all the way down here, then so it doesn't look like it's going to close this candle out. So we're going to have two gaps in this leg, which is not ideal. There's so now this is the 5-minute that we're going to be watching. Holding up here in the 5-minute. Just mark this out so we don't forget which one's which. But FX, good morning, good morning. I think, and this is the thing, guys, this is just manipulation to me, right? There's going to be so many people shorting this, you know, on this pushback up here. They will be shorting. I'm not going to say it's not going to work, but there'll be a lot of people shorting in this area, 71, 72 area, in my opinion. And I feel like that's not going to work today. That's my feeling. Now, it may work, but my initial feeling is this thing's moving higher. And again, this gap's not secured yet, so we'll adjust it as this candle pushes up. So I think a lot of people would be shorting this, but it's not something I'm interested in doing. And see, I wish that the 3-minute only had a singular gap in the leg. That would be ideal there. And the 1-minute has too many also. So there's no like clean inversion other than the 5-minute, and the 5-minute's closing the gap right now. So got 1 minute left on the 5-minute here. Tough to take the entry in London on the 5-minute too, to be honest with you. You almost just have to do it on momentum. Or we'll have to take both gaps in the 3-minute leg into consideration here. That's 15 points on the 3-minute. 2-minute is 87 to 77. 10 points on the 2-minute. It's just two gaps in the leg there. Just 5 minutes just going to be too small, I think. Yeah, 5 minutes going to be completely engulfed here. So let's see if we get a close above here. Like I said, it's a little larger gap than we like to use. I like to see both the 2 minute and the 3 minute close above. They close above, then we'll take them. Stop will be a bit wider than normal, so probably just go with one contract here. Probably we'll just go with one. Yes, did lose the VWAP there. We'll kind of watch it. We'll see if this holds or if it doesn't. Let me look at the other contract. I really like looking at both, to be honest. And we'll see if this thing sells down, if it holds the 3 minute here. It would be interesting if it does sell down here and does not inverse. So we'll see. What's Tom doing here? Did Tom flip long? Alrighty. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe. We appreciate it. Hey, there we go. We hit 2,200. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. So let's kind of see what happens here. Just watching to see 5 minute. Kind of maybe putting in a 5 minute OB here. We'll see. To the downside. 3 minute gap holding so far on that pushback up into that higher gap. Just being careful here. I mean, there's no need to do anything too crazy. I still think the draw is higher. So even though I'm getting a decent short setup here, we're delivering from a bearish gap. We're going to inverse this gap here. 4 handles. I don't hate it to the short side, but I don't see us going lower. So since I'm bullish at this point, I'm not going to take a short. I actually don't hate this. Man, if I was being aggressive this morning, I'd take a long right here for this pushback up into the 81. And I could just put my stop down here at the low at 64. Actually, don't hate the look of this, but I'm not. It's not my model, but we left these equal highs up here, so you think we come back and clean these up, right? We'll see here, though. So we'll kind of see how this level holds here. If it does inverse here, then maybe it will continue to sell, but I don't think it will. We'll see, though. So let's just see what happens here. No need to do anything too crazy. We've already secured $122 times 3. So I would like another $100 there, but who really knows? So we did just inverse on the 1 minute there. Haven't closed below on the 2 minute yet. Technically, this would be an A+ setup if I wasn't bullish, right? We've shifted structure. We traded up and held a 3 minute. We inversing a 1 minute, a 2 minute. 3 minutes too small, but if the 2 minute closes below 2, that kind of will be your idea. We at least make it to maybe that 59 area, maybe even this wick down here at 52. But I'm not going to take this entry because I still believe the draw is higher. So I don't like shorting into the VWAP either. So let's see how this plays. So there we go. There's the close below. So if you do believe the draw is lower, this would be your entry. Unless you take a retest back up to the 70 for the entry. And like I said, I'm not taking this. I'll mark it out. We'll tape read this and see. I think it might probably be a losing trade, but we'll figure it. We'll find out here. Hey, Joaquin, how's it going? Morning. Yoma in the house. So just kind of waiting to see here. Like I said, this would be a short setup, but I'm not taking that. I still believe we're going higher. That's my belief, but I could be wrong. But that's the belief that I have. Kind of bouncing off the VWAP there on the old contract in March. So are these highs equal? I can't tell on this. It look like they are. You had a rough weekend, worked both Saturday and yesterday. You got work in 50 minutes again. Man, that sucks. Yeah, all good's for me. All good. We had a good weekend. We didn't do much. I kind of chilled out this weekend. Took it easy. Next weekend is back to grass cutting though. We grass cutting season is back. The grass is looking rough. So next weekend back to that lawn maintenance. I gotta keep my grass cut and my girlfriend's, and then it's not a big deal, obviously. I mean, I enjoy doing it, but whenever you start the season, it's like, man, it's so nice not to cut for 3 or 4 months, and then you got to get back at it there. You got to get back at it. I'm not quite sure when your seasons change again. I'm sure they're different if you guys are across the pond there somewhere. But yeah, we'll be back to the grass stuff. Hey, Joaquin, thank you so much. We appreciate that. You the man, even though you're the woman. I know it. You the man. See, that's why I didn't take this short. I'm like quite confident it's probably going to fail, but it might not. I'd be sweating right now if I was in this entry. So it's Europe, so it'll roughly be the same. Oh, okay. Pollen is bad here in Georgia. Like, this is probably one of the worst states for pollen. Georgia is for sure. Luckily for me, that doesn't really affect me all that much. Ooh, look at the dumpage. Yeah, I see that, McLovin. That's kind of what I was thinking. I marked that out down there. I mean, it might want to do that. Does it have to? Like, it can. That would be OTE for this leg up as well. So I would, if I did take this trade, stop would be at break even now. If I did take the short. Like I said, it's not that it wasn't an A+ setup. It's just that I believe the draw is higher. So a lot of times I'll take it anyway, even if it's against my draw and liquidity. But not this morning. Yeah, I don't blame you there, McLevin. If we inverse this 2-minute this here, I'll take a long. Unless we get like some sort of 1 minute inversion out of this 5-minute gap. Looks like Tom's gotten burned on 2 shorts, and now he's long now. I don't know what he's doing. He's just flipping, just jumping in both sides. This is where playing and looking at both of these charts, like it's not something I normally do when contracts flip. But you can see, like here on the June, we did not take the Asia low, right? We didn't take the Asia low there, but on the March contracts, we did take the Asia low. Whether or not that ends up making a difference, I don't really know, but back tested EU Friday and had like 88%. Nice. Yeah, that's nice. 88%. I'd take that all day long. All day long we take that. I did a little back testing session. My win percentage was like 75. Not great, but well, actually it was 80%. 8 out of 10. One of them I was unable to move the stop to break even because of because FX Replay doesn't have a seconds chart. So like the candle hit my break even. It hit the internal, but it closed back below the entry and it ended up being a loser. But in real time, it would have been a break even trade. Actually, would have been a winning trade because I would have scaled at the internal, as you guys know. So I did a little back test session there. That's kind of, 80, 85%. That's kind of like right where we've been running. So, no, I was just a little bit like that, Yeah, it's a good win rate, but like I like for it to be a bit higher there. I like to be up into the 80s. So. Yeah, built-in replay for TradingView. Yeah, I used to use the built-in replay for TradingView, but I haven't used it in a while. So there's a small bullish gap here. Or a small bearish gap that we might inverse, but that's so tiny. I'm not using that. Yeah, I don't even remember how much it is, like 25 or 30 bucks a month. I don't even know. Yeah, I like it. I wish they would just add a seconds chart. Maybe this thing does just pull back here and just sell off. 3:43 a.m., so we'll see. In your view, we're in a bear scenario on the 4-hour. Yeah. I did notice that as well, FX. I looked at that. I was looking. We inversed on the 1 hour. We inversed the so you can see we're holding this big bullish gap on the 4 hour here, kind of a little bit of a double bottom there. The 1 hour, we did inverse this right here. So you can see that gap right there. We fully engulfed it and closed back above, which makes you think we're going to head higher. But, you could, in the 4 hour, we're still holding a bullish gap. So we'll just kind of see what happens. It's all we can really do. I do pay attention to the higher time frames, but in London, I typically kind of go with my kind of gut feeling there. But, so this would have already been a break-even trade for me because we created a swing here. We pushed back up. We traded below and then retested the gap. So I would have been out break-even no matter what, even if I had taken that trade. just kind of chopping around here. I still feel like as long as this 5 minute holds here that we're going to go higher. If we lose this 5 minute, we very well could be going for the 15-minute gap here, and we'll see what happens then. Maybe it wants to trade through there. I don't know. We'll just find out. Yeah, FX. I don't know. I'm always just like I play the London a little bit differently than I do the New York. New York, I look at the higher time frames. I kind of try to develop a bias. In London, I pretty much look at the Asia high, Asia low. So since we already swept the Asia low on the March contracts, I expect the Asia high to be taken next. I use that very simple strategy. Sweep the Asia low, go for the Asia high. Sweep the Asia high. Sometimes we leave the Asia low, but not always. No, not really, Joaquin. I don't really look at the weekly profile much. The only thing I will use sometimes I'll look like late in the week to kind of see like, I'll look Wednesday, Thursday, but for the most part, I really don't. I'm more of like a keep it stupid simple kind of guy. So let's just keep it simple, and that's kind of what works for me. If I start to muddy the waters too much, then I cost myself money by kind of overthinking stuff. So I know this is being shorted by a lot of people. Like, you just know it is, right? It's being shorted by a lot of people. Are they wrong? Not necessarily. Is this a low resistance liquidity run? Nope. I mean, look what we're doing here. We're generating a lot of trend line liquidity for what? For what? Later on, if it wants it, for that quick run back through there. So you want to see a nice, clean, easy liquidity run here, low resistance. This is not what you're getting if you're short. That doesn't mean it can't work and that it won't go lower. It's just generating a lot of trend line liquidity here, relative equal highs. So very easily this could just rip right back through there and just take off, or it could just sell down. We'll see, but if I was in the short, I'd be sweating here just because of what it's doing. Now, obviously, you get a little extra confirmation here. If this 5 minute candle can close below, then you can pretty well know that we're at least going to this wick at 52, and we might even trade back down to the 222s. Just depends on how this thing what happens here. So if that's the case, there'll be nothing for me to do there, right? There'll be nothing for me to do. My idea is we hold the 5 minute, we inverse the 2 minute, and we push back up to the 300s. That's my idea. But I'm happy to be wrong. I'm not in a position, so it doesn't matter to me, right? Either way. Does not matter to me either way. And now we're starting to get a little push here. That's exactly what we're thinking. Like I said, this is not my model, but if we close back above this 2 minute gap here, I can almost be 100% certain we're going to 81. I could scalp it. I could jump in for a scalp there. The only problem would be like, where would my stop go? So I'm not going to take that, but that could be something there. So let's just see what happens here. ES kind of bouncing off the 119s there. ES traded deeper into OTE there. And we can measure this entire leg. Let's see if we made it to OTE. I don't think we did on this entire leg. But let's just measure it and see. No, we didn't even make it to equilibrium there. So that is kind of interesting. On that entire leg now, obviously you can measure from this swing really because that's the higher low. Probably did make it to equilibrium from that higher low. So it does look like it's going to close above that gap there. So that technically would be your stop out on the short for me if I had taken the short. I'm pretty certain it's going to go to 81 here, but I'm not going to scalp it because I don't know where my stop would go. But I don't think it's a bad idea. We got equal highs here at 81. I think we run right through there. And now I think we rip the short's faces off. If we can get above here, I think we kind of spike. $301 probably incoming here. I mean, look at the strength here of this push back up on this 3-minute candle here. Let's just see what happens. There's that push through. The problem is it may still not even offer me an entry here because even if it closes above, I mean, this is a pretty big stop. It's a 14 handle stop. You know, we'd be risking like $300 there. We don't want to see it hit the internal before it closes above. So if it's the internal at 92, that would invalidate our trade. We want it to close above, but in this area. It's going to run through the 301. We know that. I just don't think it's going to, yeah, I mean, already hit the internal, so like kind of sucks there. We know where it's going, but there's not much we can do about it. It's one of those situations. I know there's a lot of people shorting that area. We already kind of hit the internal there, which I don't like. That kind of invalidates the entry for me. If I was going to take it, I should have taken it down here for the close, for this kill on this inversion. Like I said, when it closed here, we knew it was going to here. I probably should have just taken that. It's pretty clean, but this is the question. Do I go ahead and take this anyway and risk $350, $400? Risk being red? It did technically hit the internal liquidity there, which is a no for me. It's going up. We know that. Question is, I mean, it's a 15 handle stop already. Yes, at the VWAP here. All right, I may put a buy here if we get a retrace of the gap. Yeah, left without you. Yeah, McLevin. I really didn't think it was going to get down there. This really was kind of like manipulation here to me. But I don't know. If we get a retest here, I'll take it, even though technically this is against my rules because we already hit the internal liquidity here. We know it's probably going to 301, but this could just cost us $300, maybe $350. So we'll risk it, and then obviously back above this wick here, we would break even stop. So we'll risk it here and see. I actually could probably put my limit order at 82. Because these two up close this up close candle should be, it might retest that. All right, we're tagged in there. So we'll see here. So back above this wick, we will break even. Because if we get back above that wick, it should just run. It would be nice to get back above that wick right away, and this would be just kind of a quick zero drawdown risk-free trade. Even if it takes us out, once we break even, I would feel okay about it. So let's see what we get here. We like to see the buyers come in here. The bulls take over, push this thing back up. Yes, J-Trade's a retest. Here's the thing, J-Trades, though. Technically, I'm still breaking the rules here because this did hit the internal liquidity already. So, but we're going to give it a try. And again, we're kind of risking like $350 here. We could just be wrong, right? Who knows? We're coming up on the top of the hour here, so I do expect it to pump. And I am front running the Asia high for by a point or two there, as you guys can see. It's going to take it right at the whole number there if we can get it. So if we can get back to this wick, if we get back to that wick right there, we will break even, stop it. This is kind of the area, this up close candle. We want to see this turn into some support. If it trades much deeper than that, then we're not going to love it. So let's just see what happens. That's all we can do. The reason why this swing was important, though, is because anyone who was shorting, their stop's probably resting just above this swing. So, like, it could just run those stops and then move lower, right? So, we'll see. We shall see. We are coming up on the top of the hour here, so we'll see if we get a little pump into the top. We could just sell off, but we'd like to see a quick run into the 300s, obviously, at the top of the hour there. I could put my stop. I could put a hard stop below this wick here. It's more risk, but I could put a hard stop there. Let's just see what happens. That's all we can do. All right, got about a minute here until 4 a.m. See if we get a push here at 4. We went half size here as well, just because, you know, technically we're breaking the rules here, and the risk to reward's not great, so half size. All right, so I'm not in love with it. It's kind of trading a little deeper into this OB than I like, but we're going to give it a second here. All right, here we go. Top of the hour. Let's see if we pump. Let's see if this can pump on up here. If it cannot, and it just continues to sell, then we will obviously just take this off. Looks like we might be on the wrong side. Been kind of a tricky London session, to be honest. All right, pushing back up here. Let's see if we can get back to that swing so we can at least break even stop. That would be ideal here. All right, let's see if we can get above that swing there. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop now. Should go with this momentum. It should just run with this momentum here if we're on the right side. All right, took us out. I probably moved it a little early. I know I moved it a little early there. This is going to work, guys. I moved the stop too soon. I did. I moved the stop too soon there. I'm not going to lie. I know I did. Move the stop too soon there. It's going to run. I'm annoyed because it did go a little deeper than I liked, but I don't mind this. Maybe that actually might save us. Let's see here. I feel like it goes. Maybe that saves us. I don't know, though. Still feels like it goes to me. I feel like she goes. I just didn't have the nerves of steel there to hold it. We had the paper hands, not the diamond hands, and maybe it helps us. Maybe it costs us. I don't know. We'll find out. Right now, it looks like it might have helped us. You would think with the momentum of that candle up, right? This should run right there. And when it doesn't, when it fails to go, like with that momentum of that candle, if the next candle opens red, you're dead meat. You're in trouble. It's coming for your stop. So that's the way I feel about that. So now that in hindsight, kind of thinking about that momentum of that candle should have pushed us right through there. And since it didn't, I am glad I moved the stop. So you're going to get a 3-minute OB here and a possible inversion. So we're kind of... Yeah, I think it is going here now. So we're just wrong. Sometimes you are just wrong, right? Sometimes you're just wrong. All right, McLevin, there's your retest. Yeah. Look at this thing go. Big dump there. And this is like what I'm saying about difficult read. I mean, look, we closed above on the 2 minute and the 3 minute. Now there was multiple gaps in the leg, which makes it a bit weaker, right? 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, all closed above. They all inversed to the upside. There was no gaps on the 5 minute. And then it just dumps. It just doesn't work. Now, if I followed my rules, would I ever been in this trade? No. Because we hit that internal liquidity, right? So what did it do here? It ran everybody's stops, because a lot of people's stops are going to be above this candle number 1 of this gap. It ran everybody's stops and then dumps, unless you had your stop, up here. So technically speaking, that should have never been in that entry, and I knew that. I knew it wasn't an A setup, but I felt like it would probably still work. Head and Shoulders done it. ATP, yeah, it does kind of. We'll see. Look for 10 points. You should get him, McLovin, I think. Bounce out of there is going to be pretty strong. Nice job. I mean, look at that momentum back up there. Let's kind of see here what happens. I'm in no hurry to press the button here, guys. Like I said, this week I'm going to be a little more cautious. Had my best week that I've had in a long time last week. Just using micros, especially when I'm using minis on this Topstep X, which I guess you can use 5 micros. Is that right on Topstep X on this on the evals? Can you use 5 micros? I think you can. I might switch over to the 5 micros. This 5 micros would be fine to trade. So I may do that tomorrow. Well, I might do that tomorrow. We'll see. Joaquin, Lord, you've been trying to connect Bulenox to the Ninja Trader. What a freaking hassle! Oh, you still haven't gotten it? What did you? Number 1, have you ever had a Bulenox account, Joaquin? Number 2, did you sign the contracts in our Trader Pro? If you've done those things, then it should work. You did sign the contracts. Well, this should be what it. Oh, you're in Quan Tower. Let me. Looks like the short's paying there. Nothing I could do there. It's just not my model, right? Not my model, so there's nothing I can do there. I just have to watch it run without me. There's so much to see and miss if you don't know what to look for. I was going to show you right quick how mine's set up. It's not difficult. What's up, in low one? Good morning. Good morning. So ES came back down and reswept the lows. You've connected NinjaTrader to your Rhythmic Bulenox account, but shows $0 on the NinjaTrader dashboard. How long's it been since you connected it? Or since you bought the account? You bought it Saturday. So yours doesn't show anything when you pull it up like this? You selected Rhythmic for NinjaTrader brokerage, renamed it Bulenox, username, password, Rhythmic paper trading, Chicago aggregated data. You got all that? Bottom left for you is green, yours is yellow. Yeah, it's probably something going on with your connection then. Do you have the connections like exactly like I have it? So configure Rhythmic for NinjaTrader brokerage. So you select this one, and then you would rename it here to Bulenox, username, password, Rhythmic paper trading, Chicago aggregated data. And then hit apply, okay, and it should connect it. If it's not, then did you put in the Ninja key for the data on the website? Did you put in the Ninja key for the data on the website, on the Ninja website? That's strange. Yeah, you should be working then if you did all that. That is strange. That is very, very strange. I don't know what else to suggest. I don't know what to suggest. I don't know, Jay. Trade signed into Rhythmic where? Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what you would do there. All right, so let's watch this here. Maybe we'll try this. We swept the low there, finally, the Asia low. Reswept it on the other contract as well. So I don't really hate it. We'll see what happens. That 1 hour, let's see if how close we are. Well, you have this 1 hour bullish gap down here. It's not very big. I wouldn't say that it's very obvious, but If we do close below that, then you can pretty well be sure that we're going down a little further. Our Trader Pro, yeah. I think said she signed everything on that already. Let's just see. ES down to 51.11 here. 51.06, kind of the next level down for some support there for the ES. Huge dump there. She's just a dumping. Down about 100 points off the high there. We'll see what happens. That's all we can do. Maybe we get a chance to participate if it offers us something in the next few minutes, but what can you do? What can you do? Take all these off here. Traded right through those. Still trading down here. Funny thing is, guys, I went short yesterday afternoon. Wherever it was. Went short at like where were we at? Yeah, it was somewhere up in here, like right around 7. Yeah, like right in here I went short. I think it was at 7. 222. I thought we'd move down, but obviously we didn't. I didn't take that on, like it was on a eval account, nothing else there. So it was a loser, but I kind of thought we were going to go down then, but all right, we'll watch this gap here as well. Let's just see. If we close above here, we may long duck dong it. 2 minute, 3 minute. Yeah, 2 minute would need to close above as well. So we'll see what happens here. So let's just see here. A little volatility there. Let's see here. If we get a close above here, we will take it. So the 1 and 2 will close at the same time. Ten seconds left on this candle. I mean, 2-minute close like right at it. I'll try a little quick scalp here. Right here at kind of the 18, 19 area, we'll go ahead and break even stop it if we can get there. Should just go here if it's going to go. There we go. Nice, easy scalp. Nice, easy scalp there. Got us to 241, so that's pretty close to our goal. 250 is our goal. This could just keep going. I'm just going to take that low-hanging fruit there. Like I said, just because the 2-minute really did not close above, so I'm not in love with it yet. Another minute left on the 2-minute. We did have a little, I mean, this is just a little swing inside a gap there, so I thought that was a decent area to target just for a little 10-handle scalp. So two-minute looking like it wants to close above there. Of course, it hasn't. It was trading into another 2-minute gap there. 3 minutes also kind of in a gap. So like I said, that was just a quick scalper. Retest. Well, I took the entry there, Jay, at like not even a point higher, I don't think. 13. I was in at 14. So, oh, actually, that was only what was that? Was that 6 points? Not 10. I think I said 10. I think it was 6 points. Yeah, it was close enough. I mean, but yeah, you could have taken I just thought it might go without us. And if we close above kind of this 27 area, put in this 1-minute OB here, this thing really could go. You probably could target maybe 270. You could target all the way up there at 301 if you wanted to, but I went half size there. Like I said, just kind of treading lightly today. I'm not being aggressive. Like, I'm trying to get a feel for when it's time to be aggressive and when it's not. I don't feel like this morning's action, for me anyway, has been action in which I want to be aggressive. So gotta love that. That's a great sign right there. 2-minute did close above. Finally, 3 minutes working on a close above. So like I said, I think 268's in play here. Maybe even the 301. If you guys are better than me and took the trade with a little bit better RR there, a little better target. You tend to be more aggressive on London, less aggressive. Yeah, no, I mean, that's true, FX. I do the same thing typically. But today I just feel like, I don't know, it's just one of those. You ever have that feeling when you get up? It's like, I don't want to do something stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong. We still made money, right? Were they the greatest trades? Probably not. Use to trade 2 contracts. Yeah, that's probably very similar to what I'm going to be doing FX. But I do like the reads in London. I mean, like I say that all the time. The reads are easier. Like right here, I could have went with 2 contracts, right? The risk was relatively small in hindsight, right? 6 handles. So I could have went with 2 contracts, but it almost traded my P&L there because I knew if I just got the 1 contract to the swing, we would be to our goal pretty much. So, yeah, I mean, I love the price action in London. It's just today, for whatever reason, I think it's because of the rollover. I just feel weird about it. I really want to be trading the March contract still, and Topstep X has me on the June. Not that there's been a huge difference there, but So, you know, like I said, I think this thing could run at least to the 68. So if you're still in it long, 301 probably should be your target. That whole number there, which will be a nice, huge winner there. Feels bad here, but I'm not, no FOMO here. I'm not going to jump back in. I took the trade. I took the low-hanging fruit, which was just the swing. And that's okay, right? I mean, that is okay. If you're not feeling 100% confident, either don't enter the trade or just take the low-hanging fruit. And that's what I did there. I took half size, just took the quick scalp, and I'm happy with it. Once again, guys, Bulenox still has the 90% off sale. It does appear to still be working, so don't sleep on that. Like I said, I think a lot of people are not picking up those accounts. But don't sleep on that. You can kind of see what I got going on with Bulenox here. I've got this account passed, this account passed, this account passed. These are my 3 funded accounts with Bulenox there. 2,700 in profit, 2,300 in profit, and 700 in profit. So technically I can activate another one. Since I'm over the 2,600 thresholds, that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. I actually forgot about the Buleys, to be honest with you. I'll probably just go ahead and submit all 3 of these and just get them activated. We got this one here. This is the only other eval. So we're waiting on it to reset at 90% off, and then that'll be the last eval we have with Buley there. But the activation fee is like $148, I believe. It is a lifetime, deal there. They don't offer monthly, which is fine. Yeah, it's lifetime. I do the lifetime anyway. I did the lifetime on all my Apexes. So they only offer the lifetime, so I like it. I don't know. I think this is a good draw on liquidity, 68. Obviously, 301 is going to probably get ran there, but who knows? I'm not in it, so it doesn't really matter, right? Doesn't really matter. So I think I'm going to try to do this week, guys, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the London for you guys. Well, number 1 for you guys. Number 2, I'm only trading the Topstep X during London, and I do have that express funded account that we will be trading on Wednesday. And I'm just going to copy trade that just like I am here. So that's kind of the idea. Just trade this Topstep X during London. See if we can get these other ones funded and go from there. But what are we at here? We're at, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm thinking. So we're at 51,669 on this one, 52,088 on that one, and 52,037 on this one. So a little bit of a ways to go, but not a lot. $1,000. Realistically, if we can make our 250 goal for the rest of the week, we'll be pretty darn close to funding these over the next 3 days. Well, we'll see. We'll see where we're at the end of the week, right? So we're going to try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what I'm going to try to do from now on for the London. We'll see how that works. If I got enough sleep there or not. If I don't have enough sleep, then I'll obviously have to kind of peel back the London a little bit. What makes it difficult is when I have my kids, I have to get up at 6:45, take them to school, and it's kind of like, can you really go back to sleep for an hour? I don't like to do that. So if I didn't have to take the kids to school, then could just stay until stay asleep until like 8:45, which is 2 extra hours of sleep. But if you guys are interested in trading futures, we got all the links down below for Topstep. APEX 71% off still, $35 resets. Topstep $49. Take Profit Trader current sell is 50% off. So the link in the description for all those. Those do help the channel. It's the only reason I'm able to do this. I'm about to go to Joaquin, so we'll see you next time. Appreciate you watching. But anyways, we'll be back live for the New York session, 9:15. Again, if you're in this trade, I think 68 should be a scale point. That's kind of like, that should be pretty certain of a hit. 301 kind of be your upside target there. Buy a service dog, put the service dog. Right? FX. Oh, yeah, I can see you don't have kids. Yeah. But we will see you guys back at 9:15 a.m. Again, ending the day 241 times 3. So nice, solid little session here. Even though I don't feel like we traded the greatest. We left some money on the table, but we'll take it. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.